Imagine this, a crowded city street, children laughing as they step off their school bus, and in the blink of an eye, the sound of a small explosion turns joy into chaos. Flames burst from the back of the bus, smoke curling up into the sky. Parents scream, strangers freeze, and fear takes over the air. But one man doesn't stop to think, he runs. And what he does next will change his life forever. Before we dive in, if stories like this inspire you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss the kind of powerful stories that remind us of the strength of family, love, and hope. The man's name was Daniel. He was a single father, raising his twin daughters, Emma and Ella, after their mother had walked out on them years earlier. Life wasn't easy. He worked 2 jobs, one at a repair shop by day and another as a night guard just to pay rent and keep food on the table. Despite the struggles, Daniel's love for his girls kept him going. They were his whole world, his reason for waking up every morning even when exhaustion dragged him down. The twins knew their dad was their hero, though he never saw himself that way. That afternoon, Daniel had come to pick up the twins when he saw thick smoke pouring from the school bus. Children were scrambling out, but not everyone had made it. That's when he heard the shrill cries, the voices he could recognize anywhere. "Daddy! Help!" Emma and Ella were trapped in the back, smoke filling the air around them. His heart froze, but his legs moved faster than thought. He pushed through the panicked crowd, ignoring the heat of the flames licking the sides of the bus. The driver yelled at him not to go in, but Daniel didn't hesitate. He could feel the searing heat against his skin as he climbed inside, covering his mouth with his sleeve. The girls were coughing, crying, clutching each other in fear. Daniel reached them just as the smoke thickened, wrapping his arms around both of his daughters. The fire roared louder, like it wanted to swallow them whole. His chest burned with every breath, his vision blurred, but he knew one thing: he was not leaving without his girls. With strength born out of pure love, he fought his way back to the door, shielding them with his body. He stumbled out of the flames and collapsed on the pavement, the girls clinging to him, crying into his chest. The crowd erupted in cheers. Some pulled out their phones, capturing the moment that would soon go viral. To everyone there, Daniel was no longer just another struggling single dad, he was a hero. Paramedics rushed to check on the twins, who were shaken but safe. Daniel had burns on his arms, his face streaked with soot, but his eyes never left his daughters. He kissed their foreheads, whispering, "Daddy's here. You're safe now." It was a moment of pure love, raw and real, the kind of moment that makes strangers cry even if they've never met you. But the story didn't end there. As the crowd started to disperse, a black Rolls-Royce slowly pulled up to the scene. The tinted window rolled down, and a woman stepped out in heels too expensive for a dusty city sidewalk. Gasps spread through the crowd as whispers followed. It was Sophia, Emma and Ella's mother. The woman who had left years ago to chase a life of luxury, leaving Daniel to shoulder all the responsibility. She had built a fortune through her family business and now lived a life far away from the man who had once been her husband. For years, Daniel had buried the pain of her absence. He never badmouthed her to the girls, even though her choice had broken him. And now, here she was, watching the man she once left behind risk his life for their daughters. She walked closer, her usual composure faltering as tears welled up in her eyes. She saw the burns on Daniel's arms, the soot on his face, the trembling girls clinging to him, and something shattered inside her. "Daniel," her voice broke as she knelt beside him. The twins turned, recognizing her immediately. "Mom?" Ella whispered, her little voice a mixture of shock and hope. Sophia pulled them into her arms, sobbing as she kissed their foreheads, but her eyes never left Daniel. For the first time in years, she saw not the man she left, but the man who never stopped being a father. The crowd watched in silence as Sophia, the woman in pearls and silk, spoke words no one expected. "Marry me," she whispered, her voice trembling with emotion. Gasps spread again, cameras flashing, but Daniel just stared at her, stunned. This was the woman who had abandoned them, who had chosen wealth over family. And now, after all these years, after watching him walk through fire, literally, for their daughters, she wanted to return. Daniel's heart twisted. He thought of all the lonely nights, all the tears the twins had cried asking why mommy didn't come back, all the birthdays where he had to be both mom and dad. He thought of the way Sophia had turned her back when he begged her to stay. And yet, he also saw the tears in her eyes, the sincerity in her voice. He saw the way the twins clung to her, needing their mother in a way he couldn't deny. "I didn't do this for you," Daniel said softly, his voice hoarse. "I did this for them. Because they are my world." He looked at his daughters, then back at Sophia. "If you really want to come back, prove it. Not to me, but to them. Don't just say the words. Be here. Every day. Earn their love again." Sophia broke down, sobbing openly, promising she would never leave again. For the first time, Daniel didn't see the Rolls-Royce, the diamonds, or the polished image. He just saw the mother of his children, begging for forgiveness. The story spread across social media, touching millions. People weren't